Ooh, I arise, the spirit of unhealthy eating. Ooh. A recipe that I actually have cooked before, but I'm very excited to try again. This one. This recipe is for carrot cake cookies. Now, you might be wondering about this shiner under my eye right here, and you know what they all say, you should see the other guy. Actually, that's a complete lie. I actually got hit in the head with the boom of a sailboat. But you know what? No matter what happened, it's not going to stop me from getting in the kitchen, getting on YouTube, and teaching you how to make these delicious cookies. Alright, so with no further ado, let's get started with our ingredients. So, here's what you're going to need. You're going to need vanilla extract, or in our case, our favorite, vanilla paste. You're going to need 1 egg, half a cup of softened butter, salt, nutmeg, flour, baking soda, cinnamon, brown sugar, rolled oats, sugar, and 1 large carrot. But we had medium carrots, so we are using 1/2. So if you can see from my stickies, this sticky is for recipe. But being a sandwich cookie, you can't have sandwich without the inside. So we have on this sticker, frosting, exclamation mark. So for your frosting, you're gonna need a block of cream cheese. You are gonna need 4 tablespoons of softened butter. You are gonna need, once again, vanilla extract, or in our case, vanilla paste. And you are gonna need, it speaks for itself, powdered sugar. Okay, so our first step is stir flour. So 1.5 teaspoons of flour, and seed. Oats, so 1/2 cup of rolled oats. Baking soda, so 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. So cinnamon, so 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Nutmeg, so 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground nutmeg. Boombox. And so you might be wondering, why so little nutmeg? Isn't nutmeg just a great flavor bringer? And you know what? It is. But it is in low quantities because nutmeg actually contains something, I don't know if it's bacteria, chemical, or anything, but it contains something that can make your stomach very hurt a lot if you consume too much of it. So if you ever see a recipe and you think that's way too little nutmeg, stick with the recipe so you don't get diarrhea. So salt, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Done like dinner. All right, so now we got to mix all of those ingredients together and set them aside. All right, our next step in the recipe, not frosting yet, but we're gonna start beating together some ingredients. And you know how much I love that. So first going in is 1/2 cup or 1 stick of softened butter. Now, it may seem rather obscure to most of you that I have like some marshmallows inside of my brown sugar. There used to be one here. I think we all know what happened to that. But I'll tell you why. It's actually a really great chef's tip from our great friend, Chef Kathy, and these help keep the brown sugar moist. Like, we've had this for a very long time, and usually that would be falling apart, but look at it. It's nice and moist and kind of fall aparty. So it's a great tip, and I recommend it to everyone. All right, so there it goes. 1/2 cup of brown sugar. So there goes 1/4 cup of granulated white sugar. All right, so there we go, everyone's favorite vanilla paste. So 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract or vanilla paste. All right, so now we've put all of our ingredients into our stand mixer or bowl and hand mixer. So now let's blend till smooth and creamy. Woo-hoo! All right, so what I'm doing right now is grating the carrot for our carrot cake cookies. Now this is gonna take a while, so we're gonna take you through it quickly. All right, so now we add all of our grated carrot into the bowl of our stand mixer or hand mixer. All right, and then we add 1 egg. Booyah! Now we're beating until combined with our butter and sugar and everything else that is horribly unhealthy mixture. But look, carrots are healthy, so I can officially tell you, Mom, I can officially tell you that I'm making a healthy dessert, a healthy one, and not get any funny looks. Adding the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients, and we are going to mix. So I'll see you then, because you're going to see this in time lapse. All right, so now we take all this off, and we lick as much of it off of the spatula as we can. All right, this is a beautiful dough, but we're gonna have to say farewell to our dough as it is going to go in the fridge, and it is going to be refrigerated for half an hour. All right, so now let's preheat the oven to 350 Fahrenheit, and now the real adventure begins. But first, the traditional Chef Daniel, time for a taste test. Now, I fancy myself a bit of a carrot cake snob. I like my carrot cake, but when it's in this form, I think I'm gonna like it even more. So let's see. Wow. All right, Mom, you gotta try some of this. Whoa, it's perfect. It was really sticky when we put it in the fridge, but I do see what putting it in the fridge does to it. Oh yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Hey.
All right, so at this exact moment in time, you're lining 2 sheets. All right, so now, as I said, the fun part begins. The fun part in this case is turning our dough into balls and then putting them onto our baking sheets, which will eventually result in the making of our sandwich cookies. So the dough should be about the size of a level tablespoon of dough, and they should be about 2 inches apart. All right, so I wet my fingers and I'm currently spreading the cookies into 2-inch discs. Okay, 2-inch discs. All right, that's 1 baking sheet going in. This next baking sheet, I hope it'll go in without any problems. All right, now, Alexa, set a 15-minute timer.
15 minutes, starting now.
All right, so now for the real fun stuff, making our frosting. All right, so this container is 250 grams or about 8 ounces. So I'm gonna need about half, so half a brick of cream cheese. Wow. A little bit random, but here it goes. Booyah. 4 tablespoons of, woo! Now that's what you call Butterfingers. But 4 tablespoons of softened, unsalted butter. And I'm really buttery, so so I'm gonna have to clean off my hands. Right now, half a cup of powdered sugar going in. All right, so now I am adding 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract, or in our case, our personal favorite, if you couldn't tell already, vanilla paste. All right, so now in it goes. And we've got to beat this until creamy. So let's take a look. All right, so these look perfect. They've been in the oven for about 12 minutes. They look amazing. And now we're gonna take them out for 10 minutes to cool. But what's this? There's more and more. So I'll see ya when it's time to frost. All right, so first of all, we have 32 individual cookies cooled. 32 divided into 2 halves is 16. And we only need the icing on 1/2 of the cookies. So let's put 16 of the cookies here to be sandwiched, and the remaining 16 are gonna get ice. I've just done a tester, and this looks amazing. So now I'm gonna put him right there. Don't you go anywhere. And I'm gonna show you how to make one, and then I'm gonna show you how to make the rest in time lapse. All right, so once again, I must say that a lot of you must be wondering by this point, is Chef Daniel sponsored by Radish? My answer to you, no, I'm not, but I'd like them to sponsor me. So I'm gonna keep talking about their amazing tools like this spreader. So let's take one of our 16 icing cookies. And let's take, remember, the amount is okay, but I wouldn't take a huge amount because remember this has to last for 16 whole cookies. So now, woo, let's do it. Perfect. Iced up. And then we're gonna put a sandwich on top, push so it looks nice. Woo! And that's a wrap. Partner in crime, Hopi, but he's off sniffing cheese wrappers. So, oh, here he is. Hello, Floof. But now to eat. All right, so I got my platter. Looks amazing. So, frozen by choice. And heck, I have no idea how this is gonna turn out. I've tried this cookies, but a very long time ago. So, let's go. Man. I know they tell you to not talk with your mouth full, but I cannot wait to tell you what I think of these cookies. I think that for sure you can taste the carrot cake. This isn't a phony thing. This is a real carrot cake cookie, and I'd recommend it with or without these frosting. The frosting's nice, and it adds a nice kind of tang of sweet, but ultimately kind of tart and cream cheesy flavor. I think that overall it's very good texture, very good flavor, and pretty easy to make. But you know who I bet would love them? My mom.
Do I get one? Oh, thank you, Daniel. Delicious. Chef Daniel, you've done it again.
All right, thank you, and I hope to see you very soon with the next episode of Chef Daniel. So, you guys know the drill. This is Chef Daniel, signing off. And remember, if I can do it, you can do it for sure.
my god.